What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Wednesday edition of my NBA DFS podcast. We have 9 games on tonight's main slate. MLB was during the day today, so we can shift all of our attention towards the NBA slate. Hopefully we can have a nice healthy night. The last few nights, NBA's been pretty bullshit, for lack of a better word. Because of all the injuries that have been happening and guys getting pulled out. We had Harden a couple nights ago, and then we had everyone had Giannis going into the late game last night, who was probable, and he was ruled out, and it ended up screwing up a bunch of lineups because you couldn't fill the salary that deep into the night. So hopefully better luck tonight. These 5 picks should help you get into the green. 5 value plays, 1 for each position that I'm liking as of right now. Let's jump right into things here. I like Trey Young in a favorable matchup tonight at 8,200 against the Memphis Grizzlies. He's at home, coming off of a great game against the Pelicans. 30 points, 12 assists, 46 fantasy points. He needs 41 for value. He's hit 43 on average this year, so a nice safe spot at a spend up for point guard. Memphis does not have a great defense, so Trey Young should have no issue getting up over 40 fantasy points. As you can see in his game log, he gets over 40 a majority of the time, so a nice safe play here at point guard. Shooting guard, I like Marcus Smart at 6,000. His price has gone up, but there's no Kemba Walker tonight. He's probably going to be their starting point guard tonight. Celtics have a bunch of guys who can handle the ball, but Smart should benefit the most as a guard next to Kemba, with Kemba resting tonight. So at 6,000, he should have no issue getting up towards 30 fantasy points for value against a Knicks team that, isn't so great. The Celtics are favorited here, so I expect some good momentum for Smart leading the guard as the leading guard for this Celtics offense tonight. He'll easily get over 30 minutes with no Kemba. For small forwards, look at Jaylen Brown. Same reasons as Marcus Smart. With no Kemba Walker, there's more usage to go around. Jaylen Brown under 8,000 is always an intriguing play. He needs 37 fantasy points for value. He's averaging 38. Couple of tough games the last 2 games, but I'm not worried. He's a guy that usually gets over 30 fantasy points night in and night out. So, with small forward being pretty thin as of right now, Brown is not a bad middle to high tier spend up at small forward. Power forward, the Hornets are without LaMelo Ball, as he's been out probably for the rest of the year. But the big news here is Gordon Hayward is also out for the Hornets, so that's going to open up some extra usage for guys like Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, and PJ Washington. They might start Miles Bridges at small forward for Hayward, but either way, because Hayward's a forward, Washington's going to see more minutes because he's also a forward. They're going to need him to stay in this game longer. 5,200. Fine price, and he's 26 fantasy points. He's had a couple of duds in the last week, which is a little scary. 8 there, 10 last game. But other than that, he's a pretty solid player. And again, he's going to have a better chance to hit value with no Gordon Hayward tonight. So I don't mind him as a middle tier guy at power forward tonight. Then for center, center's not the best tonight. I do like Giannis Valanciunas, though, a lot at 6,700. He's usually the guy over 7,000. He doesn't play solidified starters minutes. He normally plays mid to high 20s in minutes, but he's such an elite fantasy point per minute kind of guy that he's worth the spend up of 6,700. He needs like 33 fantasy points for value tonight. He's been doing that quite consistently. My little plus here is that they are playing the Hawks, more fast-paced, and they have a stud in Clint Capella. So maybe the Grizzlies run Valanciunas a little longer because the Hawks do like to run Capella for a majority of the game. So Jonas, a good spot here at center at 6,700. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's get after it tonight and cross our fingers for no injuries. Till tomorrow, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.